Hello, good morning, my dear students, class 8. Now, today we will be discussing the next session, the second session of civics chapter number 3. Why do we need a parliament? So, before that, in the before session, we have seen that why do we need a parliament and the two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And in this session we are going to discuss, we are going to see about the role of the parliament. Okay, so parliament was created after 1947. Yes, the Indian parliament is an expression of the faith that people of India have in principles of democracy, right? So these are the participation of people in the decision making process and government by their consent. So people give their consent, give their approval in the decision making process. The parliament in our system has immense power because it is the representatives of the people. Yes, so elections to the parliament are held in the similar manner as they are for the state legislature. Okay. So the Lok Sabha is usually elected once every 5 years. The country is divided into n number of constituencies, right? So which you will see at the last of the lesson. So these constituency elects one person in the parliament. The candidates who contest elections, they belongs to the different political parties. So once elected, the candidates, these candidates become the member of the parliament, or we say MPs. Okay, member of parliament. So these MPs together make up the parliament. So once elections to the parliament have taken place, the parliament need to perform some functions. Okay, so that functions we are going to see. Function number one is that selecting, means to select the national government. Okay, so selecting the national government. See, my dear students, once the elections results are out, the party which wins a majority is invited by the president. Why? To form a government, right? To form a government, the party should have, the winning party should have at least half member or more. Half members means at least 272 members or more than that. So if no party gets a clear majority, then what happen? Then two or more political parties with the similar objective, yes, with the similar objectives, they can come together to form a coalition government. Okay, so political parties, other winning ruling party, and other than the biggest winning party, other than the ruling party which wins, which is the biggest, that party in the parliament comes on the position of opposition party. Now see, my dear students, what opposition party does. It uh, it uh, plays the crucial role. Opposition party also plays the crucial role in the parliament by seeking the information about the functioning of the government, and also it is highlighting the policies and programs of the government. Okay, so this was about the opposition party. What happens? The executive is the responsible for the implementing of the law. Executive is responsible for the implementing the law which is made by the parliament. So one of the most important function of Lok Sabha is to select the selection of the executive. Now how does it happens? The ruling party chooses the prime minister. The prime minister is the real head of the state, Indian state. Okay, so he or she appoints the ministers, coordinates the work of the various departments, and advises the president on important matters. Okay, so the prime minister appoints the ministers who are in charge of the different fields, different departments. Okay, there are three categories of ministers: cabinet ministers, ministers of states, and deputy ministers. Okay, so the members also choose the presiding officers or speakers who conducts out the proceeding, as well as what we can say, to maintain the orders in the house. Okay, so the second function of the parliament is controlling, guiding, and informing the government. Now see, this is one of the main aspect of the parliament. Okay, parliamentary democracy. Okay, what is that? It is the executive is the answerable. Okay, executive is the answerable to the legislature. Okay, so the government has to give the account of the policies and the expenses, okay, to the parliament. So in this session, uh, the opposition party plays the role. How? I would like to say about the question hour and 0 hour. Okay, so see, question hour and 0 hour are the two times during the why it is a relevant information of the government. So questioning hour. Okay, questioning hour is the first hour of the every sitting. So when the minister answers to the questions related to the respective departments. And what is 0 hour? 0 hour after heads after the question hour. So during this 0 hour, discussions over the matters over the public interests are held during this 0 hour. Okay, so MPs as representatives of the people, they play a key role in controlling and directing the government for making various policies, as well as let know the people actions about the government. So the next function is law making function. Okay, so as per the constitution, the Indian constitution, the center can be make laws on the various subjects given in the union list. So what the subjects have been given, such as railway, banking, currencies, telephone, foreign affairs, yes, etc. In case of national emergency, or in case of any national emergency, if the matter of the national importance, the parliament can make the laws on the subjects of state list. The parliament can also formulate the laws on the subjects given in the concurrent list. Concurrent list such as electricity, marriage laws, medical issues. Okay, so what people do in that, nowadays we found that more and more people from the diverse background are actively participate in the functioning of the government. Regional parties also have come into prominence, and they are also playing a crucial role in the decision making process, and also they are influencing in the policies made by the central. The underprivileged sections like SC, ST, NT. Okay, so these sections of the society and the minorities community also coming out and actively participating in the political process. The MPs elected from such constituencies, they have a better understanding of the problems at the grassroots level, and so they can influence the government to frame the policies that will eventually beneficial for their region. Are you getting me? Similarly, if we see, there have been debates for the reservation of seats for women, who before 70 years there were only 4% women, and 4% of women MPs, and that has now it has grown up to only 11%. So this increase is almost insignificant considering the fact that women constitute also 50% of the population. So my dear students, we are getting finished this chapter. I hope that you have understood the three functions of the parliament. Okay, so read the chapter thoroughly. We will meet very soon. Bye. See you all.